Just heard. The 12th vote will take place later today. I'm pleased to bring in Michigan Congresswoman Lisa McClain, Chairwoman of the GOP conference, member of both the Committee of Financial Services Committee, Education and Workforce. Congresswoman McClain, such a pleasure to have you. You're usually standing right there next to Speaker Johnson. It cannot be more simple and clear. But now that we're past the No Kings rally, maybe they'll actually decide this isn't such a good look. What are your thoughts on today's vote?
Well, it's not a good look. Right? It's not a good look for the American people, right? And everybody knows that the Democrats are standing in the way, whether it's the CR that they're voting no on, like the speaker said, that they voted yes on 13 other times, as most recently as March. But look at what they also did last week. They put the defense appropriations bill on the floor, which would actually pay our troops, which passed the Senate in a bipartisan fashion. And what did the Democrats do? They voted no on it again, not to pay our troops. So they are dug in. I don't understand why. I mean, my personal opinion is I think they are scared to death of the Marxist radical wing of their party. And my hope is, yes, after the I Hate America rally that they held on Saturday, I hope some normal Democrats will come to their senses and do what's right for the American people and open up the government.
Yeah, and to your point, there was the money that was withheld, and also now there's concern. TSA, air traffic controllers, next week they'll have no paychecks. Sean Duffy's worried about that. We've seen some delays in the air. We know White House Office of Management and Budget Director Russ Vought announced $11 billion in infrastructure projects, maybe canceled against Democratic cities. Of course, like you said, the I Hate America rally is now there. I want to play a little bit of what was going on. A lot of folks, decided that they would come out, but President Trump having a little bit of fun with this. But he made some comments to reporters on Air Force One.
I'm not a king. I work my ass off to make our country great. That's all it is. I'm not a king at all.
No, but the photo ops from Nancy Pelosi to Randy Weingarten to the chair of the DNC pushing the narrative, that plays really well on left streaming media, Congresswoman McClain. Do you think at the end of the day, though, at some point that they will realize that this theatrics is not going to be a winning message for them with so much other disarray in the party?
Yeah, I think they already know that, but again, they're just scared to death of their left-wing Marxist base. I mean, look at what's happening. If President Trump was a king, right? Just listen to their own words. We wouldn't have a government shutdown because the king would open the government up. If President Trump was a king, they wouldn't have the rally, right? I mean, it's just hypocrisy, and they don't have a message, right? The first, they shut the government down because it was a protest against Trump. Well, then they shut the government down because it was all about the Epsteins. Now it's, oh my goodness, we're going to shut the government down because it's about tech. They have no idea what they're doing. They have no plan, no vision, and no leader. And what I'll say again is we should never use a government shutdown for more wasteful spending. And that's exactly what they want to do with their $1.5 trillion counter proposal. I mean, we're $37 trillion in debt. Come on, have a little, faith in the American people that they know what's going on. Because as Republicans, we believe the American people can see right through this theatrics.
Exactly. And with the clear messaging day in and day out from Speaker Johnson articulating that this was fine in March, what has changed definitely is sinking in every single day. Congresswoman Lisa McClain, a pleasure to have you. Thanks so much for your time today.
Thank you. Have a good day.